Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your lead Scentsy consultant. So today I just have for you my weekly What I Have Been Warming video, and I have just a few wonderful things here on the table. Now last week was really kind of crazy because we were repainting and redoing my younger daughter's room, and there were endless projects that needed to get done. So I have a decent amount of wax on the table, but maybe not quite as much as if I had had a normal week where there weren't a lot of disturbances in the house. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was a bar that for me has been a sleeper bar. Part of it's because it's kind of an obscure LTO offering and it didn't have the best reputation on YouTube or from people that I knew, but I ordered a few of the 3 thumbs up bar that goes with that Haunted Mansion warmer because it was supposed to be like a pumpkin spice type scent. I know that it has ginger and other spices, and I've heard from many people for a couple years now, it smells like bread. It smells like bread. So I wasn't really all that excited about it until I talked to my director who said, oh no, it smells like pumpkin spice. And knowing me the way she does, she's like, you probably will like that. So I ordered 5 of them. I ordered a Disney 6-pack and got one of the Stitch bars. And man, I wish I'd ordered 2 dozen of this. You guys, this is so good. I put this in my club. It is not too sweet, but it does not smell at all like a French baguette. It doesn't smell like a loaf of sourdough. It smells like a really good pumpkin bread loaf, like pumpkin quick bread with a little bit of cream cheese frosting on it, and I am just totally in love with this bar. This is as good in a different way to me as apple butter frosting. Yes, I said that. I don't know if the rest of you will agree because it doesn't have the super sweetness that a lot of our favored bakery bars have had, but oh you guys, this is so good. I'm going to want to warm this with some of my other spice heavy bars for fall, like Amber Hollow or Pumpkin Chai. It was amazing in alternate warmers with Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, which I have a decent stash of. And Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl is so much sweeter than this 3 thumbs up bar. But it was a really good combination. But if you just want a make your home smell nice without the spices being too strong kind of a bar, you have got to try this. So this is going in my club bi-monthly at I think 2 bi-monthly. Or I'm going to do 1 bar quarterly and 1 bar bi-monthly because I have found the pumpkin spice love of my life that is perfect for my home, and this absolutely exceeded my expectations. It's a good medium, slightly to the medium strong, and it is a hearth and home, just cozy, relaxing scent. So then, as I already mentioned, I used some Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, and Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl for me kind of disappears more. What I really liked about that 3 thumbs up was that it had a little bit of a heaviness and some staying power. But to sweeten it up and give it more of that typical bakery feel, it was great alternate warmers with this, which is sort of like a pumpkin cinnamon bun, but it's very smooth. There's a lightness to Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl that can make it a challenge to really enjoy it in some people's houses. So that had to have been my favorite combination for the week. This was amazing, and I will absolutely be making sure that I can get that in the future. Now the next one that I did was a couple of the bars that would currently be able to be clubbed. Saddle Up, which you can't just get on the website, and Pink Leather, which is the scent of the month, but you could also put this in your club. These 2 alternate warmers was also a wonderful smell. It was a really, really good mix for this time of the year. The Saddle Up bar was in our Country Born bundle, and it's been available to put into club only. So it is a nice balanced leather scent. It's not heavy like weathered leather. It's not too cologne-y like sheer leather used to be. We don't have that anymore. It's just a nice outdoorsy leather smell. And it has some suede and some musk, and I really liked it, and that was perfect in alternate warmers with our current Pink Leather, which is a little bit more feminine. So this has strawberry and toasted vanilla with the leather note, and it's more of like a refined and kind of girly take on a leather scent. So those 2 together were fabulous, and that is currently available if you're dealing with club. So then today, and I'm just kind of bouncing all over as to what I did what day during the week. I have Cutie Pie Cupcake in the front room, and I have Cranberry Muffin in the back room. I wanted to see, is Cranberry Muffin just kind of like Cutie Pie Cupcake gussied up? And I think it is, because that really nice, very muffiny or cupcake type note is in Cranberry Muffin. And it's definitely in with all sorts of extras, lots of glaze, lots of orange zest in Cutie Pie Cupcake. Both of these are BB&B. They're not available right now, but this has made the nicest, most wonderful orange and then bakery. And then, of course, you get the cranberry with the cranberry muffin. Kind of a day in the house, and it's just so cuddly and nice and made me very, very happy. So then another day, I really wanted to see, after I fell so hard for that 3 thumbs up pumpkin spice type smell, what do I think of that compared to apple butter frosting, which is sort of like the cozy gold standard of all time for me. And honestly, on a day when I don't want the sweetness of apple butter frosting, that 3 thumbs up is totally going to be my other go-to. Now I have 2 of them because apple butter frosting is just the bar that always makes me happy. All the time, all the time, all the time, but it is sweet. So sweet, almost like there's almond extract in here. That if this is a little over the top, the other one's a little bit more relaxed, the 3 thumbs up bar. And, if you don't like Amber Hollow and you don't like Cozy Chai and you don't like pumpkin chai, you may not like that 3 thumbs up. But for me, it was just like the perfect addition of some creaminess and a little bit more chill version of all that pumpkin spice that I could use that almost all year round in my home. So then the baked apple pie, I put that with my apple butter frosting. And of course, how could it be a bad day in my house with spices and apples and frosting? It was amazing. So this is very, very good. It's just a really nice, bubbly cinnamon and baked apple kind of a scent. So then there was another day, I think it was the day that I was able to get the sneak peek of the new catalog that was coming, and I'm so excited about so many of the things that are coming down the pike. If you guys have not watched my initial sort of gut reaction on what is coming and what is going and the things that are not going to be back, I always try to give you guys my most honest and raw feelings. I hope that you don't find that offensive, but rather that you just find it genuine. Obviously, like in the case of lemon drizzle cake, if that's your favorite bar, awesome. It just wasn't one I really wanted to see in the fall winter catalog. But anyway, blackcurrant and plum is in the fall winter catalog again, so I got out a couple clams of it because I really like this scent. It's very classy to me, and I paired it with vanilla oud, which I don't know where the clam that was empty went, but I had to go dig up one of my other very, valuable and well-insured bars because this is one of those unicorn bars that you guys just can't get your hands on anymore. We had this available for BB&B, I don't know what, 4 years ago now, and for whatever reason, they just don't let us get this back in the voting roster. So I don't dare ever take that out of my club. But if you do have vanilla oud and you can get some blackcurrant and plum, those 2 were perfect. Polished and elegant. It made me think of a very nice home, almost like a Victorian house where somebody had just polished all the dark walnut furniture and everything was just in order, and it was so relaxing. I loved it. So then one of the days where we were painting my daughter's room, I wanted to get through just kind of some old clamshells where there's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I came up with a weird trio, where I kind of wish I had more of 2 of these because they were really, really good together. So I used up some of Sandswept, which is another discontinued bar. This was a very nice, fresh scent with some lemon a couple years ago. And I just have like half clams kicking around. It's a really, really good one. And I put that alternate warmers with Inner Peace, which is another one where it was a BB&B and I don't have anymore. These 2 were so good together, you guys. The Inner Peace is a little bit more powdery, but they're both fresh with a lemony undertone. So good. And then in the back room, I had one more clam from a flash sale of something called Sheer Woods, which was another obscure bar that was available for a very short season several years ago. I don't love it that much by itself, but it was perfect paired with those other 2. And I put all the cubes in 2 warmers in my back room. Right now, I'm using my Old Stone Leaf, which is retired, which is a beast of a performer. If you guys have that, or you can find it at a yard sale or on Mercari, if you want one of the best performing warmers of all time, get the Stone Leaf from somewhere. Anyway, I've got that and my Country Living Tin Barn. I put 4 cubes of each of this because I just wanted to get the clamshell gone. In the back room, it was fantastic. So it was just light and sort of fresh with a little bit of wood, very refined, really, really nice day. Surprised me how good that was. Then because it was a weird schedule, there were times where I cleaned out a couple of warmers, but didn't necessarily have time to change all my wax. So at one point, I went through quite a bit of this beautiful clam of Summer Rain. Now, Robin had been talking about this, 2 weeks ago on her channel, and it made me crave it. So I went and got my Summer Rain out and cleaned out the warmers in this room for an afternoon. Oh, you guys, this is such a beautiful bar. It's just got this fresh, sweet summer rain water kind of a smell. It's happy, it's gentle, it's got cyclamen, it's got black lava salt and other notes which I have forgotten to memorize over time. It's kind of like Mahalo coconut, take away the fruit and add a lot more freshness. It's so beautiful. So that was a happy afternoon in my house, and I think it was the day where we had a beautiful summer rainstorm, and it was totally appropriate. And then another day, I just wanted to freshen and lighten things up. So I had French lavender, which is coming back in the fall catalog, you guys, so I felt really justified to just melt as much as I wanted. A couple clams of French lavender, and the last 2 cubes just in one warmer of the beautiful Velvet Moon, which is coming back for fall. And you can even get it in our Harvest collection with a trio of hand soap. Velvet Moon's going to be one of the hand soaps. I'm actually really excited about that because this bar, Velvet Moon, is interesting. It's different. It's musky. It has vanilla. It has notes that I have forgotten. I'm going to have to look this one up again because I haven't melted it in months, and it was just a new release last year. But this is an intriguing bar. It's a little bit sophisticated and kind of, I don't know, kind of ethereal. And it's very good. So if you want to try something different this fall, get yourself some Velvet Moon. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And it was very nice with all the French lavender to just keep things fresh. And French lavender is exactly what it sounds like. It's just plain, herbal, beautiful lavender. So then I had just a few things going in bedrooms. I used up the rest of this clam A is for apple, which is, I think, one of our best just plain apple smells. It's a little bit more gentle than Johnny Appleseed, and it's not quite as floral as a peeling apple. It falls right in between. And it's so good. And it was such a powerhouse, and I really enjoyed the end of that clam in my room. And then we had in one of the bedrooms some apple and cinnamon sticks going for a while, and that was just really classy and relaxing. Really, really nice. I enjoyed this very much. I think it was in my younger daughter's room right after we finished everything. And it's just a good, solid scent that will be coming back for fall. That's got white pumpkin and some oak and a little bit of cinnamon stick. It's not sweet at all. That is another one, kind of like that 3 Thumbs Up bar that I've gone on and on about today, where there's no sweetness, but it's a really good one to just make your home smell very nice and homey. And then last but not least, I did change my wax once in the basement. So I put in some cinnamon vanilla, just like the last couple cubes that were down there, and a bunch of orchard apple and spice, which is another one that did not make it back into the catalog this year. I suspected this was a goner, so I have like 10 of them in my stash downstairs. This is so good. The apple and a little bit of cherry and some wood, really good September smell. So that is everything I have been getting through. If you guys have had a look at the brand new e-catalog, which just came out this morning, I am really liking most of what is in that catalog for fall winter. I love the warmer selections this time around, you guys. You could not get any more me than so many of the new ones, and it's just a nice, well-balanced, well-rounded catalog, except for the fact that the bakery section, I would prefer more of your golden brown and cuddly scents, but those will be coming in our LTOs. We'll be getting a Dutch apple bread in our Harvest bar collection, which I already ordered this morning at like 3 o'clock in the morning, guys. I was on that website getting things so that I can review them early for you. And we will be getting Cozy Kitchen in our bricks. That will be another like spices and oats and brown sugar. Brown sugar and oats seem to be the tying in themes for all of our bakery bars this fall. And then there's going to be a cinnamon roll scent for the September scent of the month. And what was the other one? And then there's like a caramel praline cake scent that is going to be in our scents of the season this year. So if you're morning bakery, hopefully those will be helpful. And I will talk to you guys soon. And please let me know, what are you thinking about the new fall winter offerings that will roll out on September the 1st? Have a great day. God bless. Bye.